Inside the locker, here's the door, here's the lifting thing. Look right here. There's a little hole. And the hole is the perfect size for a pencil or a pen. Back to motherfucking channel. Oh my god, my hair is a mess. I know, I didn't even think about it. I don't care. Today I'm gonna be talking about back to school, but high school edition. Because that was the last school that I went to, high school. I didn't I didn't go to college because I'm just not a school person. So these tips that I'm about to give you, they're bound to be relatable, for people that school just isn't what it's cracked up to be, Oh my god, you guys, oh my god, that is so funny. Okay, somebody just said to me, well, they didn't say this to me, they said that this just happened to them, that they liked somebody's To Be Honest on Facebook or something, and they texted them and said, I don't know any Slenderman quotes. I am disgusted. What the fuck? Okay, so let's get into what high school really is. High school is it's an experience more than it is schooling, I feel like. I've learned more in high school about, how should I say this? About human beings, human nature than I did like anything I was supposed to be learning. I don't know if that's relatable or what. But I'm not saying that I was stupid in school. I had actually really good grades in school. But I mean, it was just easy for me. It was just easy. But then you just had these things that would happen, Like, the first thing I want to talk about is drama. Drama. High school is about growing up and taking responsibility, honestly, because I was waking up for school even before high school by myself. And I guess high school is really about taking responsibility, and one of those things is being guilty by association. I know that doesn't really tie in. Well, it does tie into drama, actually. And let me explain to you what being guilty by association is. You have friends, right? And these friends sometimes do dumb things. So let me give you a situation. Okay, this situation is highly graphic, but I'm going there. Say your friend Andrew brought a gun to school, right? And they find it. The school finds it. And who do you think they're gonna talk to first, I mean, Andrew, clearly, but his friends, they're gonna be like, did you know about this? Blah, 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 all this other stuff. They're probably gonna go through your locker as well. They're gonna go through his locker. It's just, I guess what I'm just trying to say is be careful who you hang around with. I can't tell you how many times that I've gotten in trouble because somebody is around me doing something stupid. One of my friends. I mean, I don't really have friends from high school now. I mean, I was friends with I was friends with a lot of people in high school, but things change, like people grow up, and I cannot tell you how many times I have gotten in trouble because somebody else in my group was doing something stupid. So guilty by association is a thing, but like I said, I'm just trying to tell you, just be careful who you hang around with. If you're not careful, they can just bring unnecessary drama that you don't even need in your life, because high school is already stressful enough. You just don't need all that drama in your life, Okay, the next category I'm talking about is lunch. Lunch, there's so many things that go into lunch. Surprisingly, I know, me being a big girl, I was not into, I mean, I liked everybody likes eating, but Lunch was not my favorite time of the day. It was probably one of my least favorite times of the day. I guess just me being a person that I am, I do not like loud rooms and so many people in that room that you're basically sitting on each other's dicks. That is so uncomfortable for me. I mean, like, my high school that I went to, we had 3 lunch periods. So there were divided up into those 3 lunch periods were everybody in that school, you know? So there were so many people in that lunchroom, you know, and the only way you can get away from that loudness, because teachers aren't going to let you go eat in the library. This isn't fucking TV. This is school. This is real. So one good tip that I can give you is headphones. Headphones are so, how do I say this, so essential to your high school life. Very essential, you know, like when you're just not feeling it that day, plug your headphones in and zone out to music. That's what I did literally 75% of the time I was at high school, was just zoned out to music, did my work, minded my business. That's what people need to do. They just need to mind their own business. You can have friends, whatever, just, I'm telling you, the less friends you have, the less drama you have. And that is just facts. And I know these things that I'm telling you is they're kind of like, oh, shut up, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I mean, yeah, I kind of do. I've been through the worst of the worst in school, not just high school, school. So I'm 20 years old. I think I have a place, I'm at a place in my life now where I can say just the realness of school, you know? Because I see a lot of these YouTubers just talking, or not even talking, their back to school videos are them going to Target and spending $50,000 on some school supplies that they're not even going to use. That's not the content I subscribe for. I am subscribed to you for some real content. I like relatable content. So this is my advice to you. This is my back to school basics. So the next tip I am going to give you is, we're still talking about lunch here. Instead of, you know, because if you're new to the school and you don't have friends, there is usually, just find the table. Just look around, and there, I swear to you, there is a table that has about not that many kids in there. There's probably like 3 kids there reading their books, few kids there watching YouTube with their headphones in. It's the quiet table. It's the quietest you will get in that cafeteria. Because I know, I understand cafeterias are just so loud, kind of overwhelming sometimes. But you just got to deal with it. So, like I said, and here's another one, you can find your friends. But if you don't have friends, like I said, go to that table. It's always there. But yeah, I guess that's really it about lunch. Lunch can be overwhelming sometimes, honestly. Okay, this last tip that I'm going to be giving you is about lockers. And this is why this is on my list. I know some people are probably not even here no more. If you're here and you're watching this video, what was your favorite subject in school? Mine was science. I loved science. I was really good at it. Science and math. I really liked science and math. But let's continue. So, lockers. Being a freshman in high school, they shut down junior highs. And I don't know if that's everywhere or just in my state, city, I don't know. But they shut down junior highs. So all the 7th and 8th graders had to stay in the elementary schools with the K through 6th grade, you know? So it was just all these kids bunched together. I never got the experience of lockers until high school. So I did not know how to open my locker. I didn't know it was so hard. It was only a 3 little digit pin that I had to do. And I was locker neighbors with this senior. Oh my God. Oh my, he was so fine. I swear, that was probably one of the most finest people I have ever met in my life. His voice was so deep. His hair was so pretty. Oh my god, he was fine. Let me stop reminiscing. Okay, so he taught me this trick. I had to type in or do the code and not lift it up, because our thing was do the code, blah, 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 lift it up and pull. So, I mean, that's what it was. So he said, do the combination and don't lift it up and pull yet. Just when you need your locker next time, you'll know it'll be open. So I did that. I did exactly that, and it worked for a while. And then I just needed something that was less time consuming. Let me tell you something. My high school was so big. So big. It had 4 floors. It had the basement. I had one class down there. My second class of the day, I had to run all the way up to the 3rd floor. So you can see, like, it is not, and we only had 5 minutes to do this. I don't know if I mentioned that, but we only have 5 minutes to go from each class. So my locker, let's say my locker is down here, because it was at the end of the school, end of the building, and I liked my locker being there because it was next to a heater. So when it was winter, I would walk to school and I would be cold, so I would sit on the locker, not the locker, the heater, and the door was right there, so I could just leave whenever I wanted to, if I wanted to. So I was like, dang, that's okay. Thank you for teaching me that, but that's time consuming. So the next year in my sophomore year, I discovered something. Okay, so you lift the thing up, right, after you do the combination. And then if you look inside the locker, here's the door, here's the lifting thing. Look right here. There's a little hole. And the hole is the perfect size for a pencil or a pen. So I was like, oh my god. So I put a pencil in there and I never had to do my combination again. So what basically happened was I would make my locker look like it was closed, but in reality it was wide the fuck open. I mean, it wasn't wide open, it was closed. I made it look closed, but if anybody wanted to go in there, they could have. I never left anything valuable in there because that's just stupid, because people broke into lockers all the time. But yeah, that was my biggest flaw about high school, is taking 2 years to learn how to. And I had the same locker, so it wasn't nothing crazy. But I don't know, I just had a hard time opening my locker. But that's honestly all my advice I have for you guys for high school. So I just picked out my personal weakest links in high school, and just basically gave you a background of what I would do to get around those weakest links. So I don't know, I guess that's it. But like I said, you guys are probably like, you can't take this advice, you probably can't, blah, 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 whatever. Like, I absolutely understand that. But those little tips could be crucial to you, could be very crucial to you. Just stay to yourself and keep moving forward. That's all you got to tell yourself, is just keep moving forward. But I guess that's it. Make sure you like, subscribe. I think that's it. I think I said everything that's here. Yeah, I just said basically everybody goes through the same struggle, in high school. Everybody goes through it, and it's deeper than lockers, lunchrooms, and being late to class. It's deeper than that, because high school can be very emotional and antagonizing. But I guess that's it. I'm talking too much. Let me go. Bye.